अपना लेगा। यदि वह अपनी मेहनत, लगन, ईमानदारी, कर्तव्य निष्ठा, देशभक्ति की भावना को दिल से अपना लेगा और देश में अपना पूरा योगदान देगा तो हम सभी के समक्ष उभर रहा होगा एक संपूर्ण, अखंड, अद्वितीय, विकसित विश्वगुरु भारत। धन्यवाद।
प्रकाश हो, करो उसका उद्धार। आत्मसम्मान की ज्वाला हर नारी में जगाओ। दहेज की वीडियो को मिलकर तोड़ भगाओ। Respected judges and my fellow participants, a very good afternoon to all. Today, I don't stand before you merely as a speaker, but as a voice echoing to the silent cries of a countless women that have been wronged by a system that has no place in our modern society. Absolutely, a dowry system. I stand here to declare every fiber of my being that this practice must end now. Imagine a young girl full of dreams and aspiration, whose worth is reduced to a price tag. Imagine those parents forced by societal pressure, selling their life savings, sacrificing their own well-being just to meet insatiable demands of the greed. Imagine a sheer agony of a family that lose a daughter, a sister, to the monstrous evil of the dowry debts. These are not the stories, these are the harsh realities of our modern society that plague our society. We talk about progress, yes, we talk about. I would like to end my speech. The time is now that we have to get a change. Thank you so much.
संकल्प है विकसित भारत का, मिलकर बनाएंगे एक नया भारत. Greetings to my esteemed judges. Today, I, Gauri Mehta, stand before you with a vision, a national mission, to transform India into a global leader by 2047. Every heart that resonates with Viksit Bharat, a developed India. Today, we stand at a pivotal moment in our nation's history, where we are not just dreaming of a better future, we are actively building one. Viksit Bharat, it's not just about economic growth, it's about holistic development, where every citizen has the opportunity to thrive. It's about building a nation that is prosperous, inclusive and sustainable. This vision is built on 4 pillars: Yuva, Garib, Mahilaएं और Annadata. Our youth, the driving force of change. The poor who deserve the life of dignity. Our women who are the backbone of society, and our farmers who are the providers of our sustenance. The Amrit Kaal is ongoing, and to achieve this vision, the government has implemented a comprehensive strategy. We are aiming for a $30 trillion economy driven by robust infrastructure and digital innovation. The UPI revolution has made digital transaction easier than ever before, making India a global leader in this space. Socially, we are trying to eradicate poverty by providing food security, housing and financial support. We are ensuring women have opportunity through legislative measures from Nari Shakti Jan Dhan Yojana, and we are also strengthening our healthcare system through initiatives like E-Sanjini Gadi. तैयार हैं वे?
कृषि में महिलाओं की भूमिका पर अपने विचार प्रकट करने के लिए आप सभी के समक्ष उपस्थित हैं। मान्यवर, जितने भी विषय दिए गए थे राजभवन की तरफ से, उनमें से मैंने ये विषय इसलिए चुना क्योंकि कृषि ही एक ऐसी चीज है जो मनुष्यों को या इस समय महिलाओं को सबसे ज्यादा विकसित बना सकती है। क्योंकि पहली चीज तो ये कि हम एक कृषि प्रधान देश हैं, जहां पर 1/3 पॉपुलेशन कृषि करती है और उसमें से भी 80% जितने भी वुमेन हैं जो इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज में इन्वॉल्व हैं, वो ज्यादातर एग्रीकल्चर में हैं। यानी इससे पता चलता है कि अगर जितनी भी प्रॉब्लम्स वुमेन के साथ हैं, अगर फाइनेंशियल स्टेबिलिटी वुमेन को प्रोवाइड करा दी जाए तो वो सारी प्रॉब्लम्स शायद धीरे धीरे ही एलिमिनेट हो जाएंगी। इस विषय के ऐतिहासिक पक्ष, आर्थिक पक्ष, सामाजिक पक्ष और पर्यावरण पक्ष के साथ साथ महिलाओं के सामने क्या क्या समस्याएं हैं और उसके क्या क्या समस्याओं के समाधान हो सकते हैं, इन दिए हुए समय में इसी के बारे में बात करूंगी। अगर ऐतिहासिक पक्ष की बात की जाए तो जब देखा जाता है कि कृषि की शुरुआत कैसे हुई, तो जब एथनोग्राफिक और एंथ्रोपोलॉजिकल रिसर्चेस के बारे में मैं पढ़ रही थी तो मुझे पता चला कि जब हंटिंग एंड गैदरिंग सोसाइटी थी तो हंटिंग करने जाते थे मैन और गैदरिंग करती थी वुमेन। तो वहीं पर उन्होंने नोटिस किया कि किस तरह से सीड्स उगते हैं, किस तरह से ग्रोथ होती है और क्या पैटर्न फॉलो होता है, यानी जो इन्वेंशन है एग्रीकल्चर का, दैट गोज टू वुमेन। यानी एग्रीकल्चर का जो प्रोडक्शन हुआ, इंट्रोडक्शन हुआ सोसाइटी के सामने, वो वुमेन ने।
To present my views on the topic that why we need old age homes. Old age homes is a very relevant topic in our society because definition of what old age homes are, internet will tell you that old age homes are the places where elderly people can find shelter, food, healthcare facilities and many more. But let me redefine it. Old age home is a place where children can leave their parents when they think that they don't need them anymore. Old age home is basically a place where you can remove the unnecessary burden of your life. That is, you also known as parents. Yes, you can leave their parents there, and this is that why we need old age home is majorly because that our society thinks parents are a burden, and they want to get the reason why we need old age homes. Our history has always told us that parents are like God and they should be respected. Either you take the example of Lord Ram, who just left for the 14 years of exile just to respect his father's word, the vachan of his father, or Pandavas who got married, the 5 Pandavas got married to the same girl just to respect what their mother said. And here we are today. And I am telling you that whether old age homes are right or wrong, this topic itself is an introspection for all of us that where we are heading to. Our history had always tried to tell us the importance of parents, and we are here standing within India with more than 720 old age homes today. We really need to introspect that where we are leading. Is this the developed India we need? That